G'day folks, here's my top 20 least valuable records according to Discogs. G'day folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a slightly different one. I'm going to try and do this all in one take. We'll see how it goes. We're doing the top 20 least valuable records according to Discogs. I've done all my top 20 most valuable. I thought, let's see what all the crap ones are worth. So yeah, this is only stuff that's actually been traded before. Like there's a ton of my collection that no one's ever sold on there before, so who knows what it's actually worth. So this is median value, and yeah, I'm not going to read them all out because yeah, as you'll soon see, they start pretty low. Yeah, they're all like $10 or less they're worth. Yeah, it's been fun to look at. Now this does include some sort of crappy ones that I bought for a laugh. It's not everything. Like I don't know if I've actually got my like old ABBA records on here. They may well be worth less because there's a lot of them out there. But yeah, there's some bloody damn fine records in this as well. It's a travesty, I tell you. But anyway, let's get into it. This is number 20 is White Horse with Raised in Darkness. Yeah, this one is the most valuable of my least valuable ones. This is worth $10.76, apparently. That's Australian dollars. This only came out like a couple of years ago. This is like a sludge, doomy, very horribly nasty band from Melbourne. Killer band. I saw them a couple of weeks ago at Essence Festival. Bloody awesome. This is a great EP. It's only 2 songs, so it's only like half an hour or so, really. It's a short one for them. You know, great cover art. I love that cover. It's great. Don't know if I got a shirt of this. I always meant to get one, but yeah, for some reason it's only worth $10. So yeah, a shame, I say. This is well worth it. I would suggest people pick that one up. Number 19 is Black Army Jacket with their 222 album. This is like a kind of power violence-y, grindy kind of band from America. I think I bought this because Dave Witt from Human Remains and Municipal Waste and Discordance Axis drums on this, I think. So yeah, I listened to it yesterday or the day before. It was alright. Nothing amazing, but yeah, this one less than $10. This one is crazy. This is a bloody awesome EP. This is Coffins, Japanese sort of death doom band with Ilsa, which is American, kind of quite death doom but sludgy doomy sort of band. Freaking great EP. For some reason, not worth very much. I don't know why. It came out on Relapse, so yeah, travesty. This one I probably did pay less than $10 for this one. This is classic Emerson Palmer, their Tarkus. I think it's their like 3rd or 4th album from probably before I was born. So this one I'm pretty damn sure I got it for the cover art. Plus, if you look at the insides, holy crap! That's how you do artwork, kiddies. So yeah, this is like a prog rock band from the 70s. Yeah, legendary stuff. I think the first side is like one song, the song Tarkus. It's great. Second side, yeah. But anyway, cheap ass. This next one, total travesty. This is a friggin' amazing EP. This is GGFH, or Global Genocide Forget Heaven, with their reality EP. Bloody amazing EP. It's got Real, Room 213, which is I think a different mix. Dead Men Don't Rape, and Heaven, which is a exclusive just to this. So this is just a 12-inch really. Amazing, sinister, electronic, weird band. One of my favourites. I'd recommend watching my Peaceville Records video on, my favourite records from them, because these guys are definitely on there. And yeah, this is probably cost me a bloody pretty penny. I'd say I didn't get this when it was new. So yeah, less than $10 for some weird reason. This next one is Cloud Rat, The Oily Menace, and Walbatcha Split. I think I've shown this off on maybe my weird merch, because it comes with seed packet to maize, or I don't know, some seed that's probably well dead by now. But yeah, these are 3 sort of grindy, power violence-y kind of bands. Bloody good. I mean, Cloud Rat are reasonably popular in that sort of scene. I think The Oily Menace has got a pretty legendary G-Heeb fellow in it. So yeah, it's a great little EP. I can't remember where I got this from. Maybe Discogs. Anyway, good stuff. And there seems to be a theme of power violence in this. Maybe no one likes power violence much. So yeah, this is Shank Killer, Scottish band, I think. I actually saw these guys in Canberra. They toured Australia once. friggin' awesome. They played at the old Gypsy Bar downstairs, which is a gym now, I think. So yeah, this is yeah, bloody tasty stuff. This came out on Deep Six or 625 Thrashcore. So yeah, bloody awesome. I think it's an album. Yeah, just nasty, aggressive, hardcore pretty much. So yeah, some reason not worth much. This next one's a picture disc, so I won't bother getting it out of its fancy little plastic. This is Ignivimus, Melbourne death metal band. Bloody awesome, and unfortunately for Sean, the guitarist, or one of the guitarists, he's also on that White Horse one that's also not worth much, so sorry mate. Yeah, I can't even remember where I got this from, some Aussie distro I'd say, no doubt, but yeah, this is I think it's an album, maybe it's only an EP, but it's got like 7 songs, so album enough. Yeah, great, bloody stuff. Spiffy Picture is worth $8 or something or other. Crazy. The White Horse boys will be pleased with that. This one's on there as well and worth less than theirs. This is Battas. This is a kind of industrial sludgy kind of band from America, from New York, I think. They actually toured with White Horse and did a split 12-inch as well, which isn't on this list at least. This is their, I think, first album, Furnace. Still one of the heaviest bands I've ever seen live, ridiculously heavy. Saw them at the St. Vitus Bar. Perfect sound. That was when Justin, I think his name is, did the sound. And yeah, these guys were super loud, super heavy. There was like 20 people there tops. It was a bloody waste of time for the bands, but I really bloody enjoyed it. They were crushing. Just definitely one of the heaviest sort of metal industrial kind of bands I've ever seen. Just awesome. The grindy sort of stuff continues. This is Triak, Ezra, and Defeatus Split. These are all kind of grindy, power violence-y kind of bands. This came out also on Deep Six. Deep Six must press too many releases, or maybe just no one likes these bands. I do though. I bought it. I'm pretty sure I got this from like Generation Records in Brooklyn. This one came with like a, I think it was actually probably where I got that Shank from as well. I vaguely recognised the sort of price sticker on the plastic sleeve that came with this. So yeah, got it for $10. Probably worth less. Oh well. This next one is a classic. I'm sure I got this from a op shop or St. Vinny's or something or other. This is Morgue Plays Beatles. This is Muddy Gold. So this is from 1971 or somewhere around there, 74 maybe. Let's see. It probably says it on the record itself. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, from the 70s. Yeah, this is a guy called Muddy Gold, who I know nothing about other than the fact that he put out this and probably a ton of other covers. So this is all Beatles covers. So it's got, but played with the, I always thought it was Moog, but it's Maug apparently. It says it on the back. That's how you pronounce it. What does it say? Yeah, the vowel sound is like Mao instead of rather than Moo. So yeah, weird keyboardy sort of sounding stuff. So yeah, it's like Eleanor Rigby, Norwegian Wood, Day Tripper, Yesterday, Get Back, Penny Lane, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Michelle, Hey Jude, In My Life, Full on the Hill, and Good Night. I think my favourite song on there was probably Day Tripper. Like, I can't say I'm that familiar with this, to tell the truth. I listened to it yesterday and went, holy shit, this isn't too bad. Some of them are just weird. I think it was Norwegian Wood. I was just like, what is going on? Like, he uses a lot of, I mean, the Maug has a lot of different settings you can do on it. It's, yeah, got a lot of range, and he uses it in many weird and different ways. So, yeah, this is on YouTube. I will put a link to this. I won't put a link to most of these bands because they're bugger it, but this, I think, is worth you checking out. It's weird, especially if you like the Beatles. And I love the Beatles, so I'm glad I rediscovered this in my pile of shit down the bottom of the rack. This next one, yeah, I don't like this much. This is Decadence Within. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Soul Wound. This is like a British kind of hardcore kind of band. I think they had like Ian Glasper, who, if you're an old Terrorizer magazine fan, I think he wrote for that for like 20 years or something or other. Pretty legendary English muso, as well as, writes a ton of books on punk and stuff. Yeah, I bought this one because it's, yeah, because of the Peaceville side of things, and also the old Modern Invasion sticker. I'm pretty sure I got this damn cheap, and I'm glad, because yeah, it's kind of shit. I mean, it's not not terrible, but it's really not my thing. Vocals are too whiny. It's just, I don't know. Sounds like New York hardcore played by Poms. So not really what I'm looking for. So anyone really wants this, let me know, because yeah, it ain't worth much. All right, the next one. This is first of several of these. This is a legendary friggin' release. This is Derek and Clive. Come Again, I think, is the name of this one. This is their second album, I think. This is basically a not even a stand-up routine. This is like Dudley Moore and Peter Cook, two comedians, super popular in the like 60s and 70s. You might know Dudley Moore from Arthur movies, and Peter Cook's legendary. Yeah, this is them. I think they just made these recordings when they were doing the story is they were doing a stage show, doing normal, less offensive comedy, but I don't think they were getting along very well because like Peter was complete alcohol and probably pissed the whole time. And so to blow off steam, the story is they just booked a studio in New York and just sat there fart-assing around doing silly improv sort of stuff, but super duper offensive. So this has got like about, I don't know, 10 songs or tracks, let's put it that way, of them just dicking around, and it's so there's a lot of swearing. There's no way I could play this on YouTube. I'm sure it's on there somewhere, but I know if I do find a link, I'll put that down below as well, because yeah, this is legendary stuff. Like, it's from 1977, this one, apparently. So this is a later one. I think the first one was like 71 or 2 or something or other. And it's just them being as crude and rude as they can. But one of the highlights is just waiting for Dudley Moore to crack up, because he's just got an awesome laugh, and they'll be dead serious, putting on these stupid voices, and then it'll just get to a point where Peter Cook says something just that outlandish that Dudley's just in hysterics for the next like minute, and they let the tape roll as well. It's gold, absolute gold. I don't know how I've discovered this. I think I was just maybe I was reading up on Peter Cook, I think, for some reason, because actually, no, I know what it was. It was I'd been reading John Cleese's book, and he mentioned that these guys were really legendary and influential for the Monty Python folks. So yeah, I looked this up and saw that, went, oh, download, that sounds good, and yeah, amazing bloody things there. So bloody offensive. I'm just trying to remember what tracks are on this. Yeah. Coughing Contest, Cancer, Non-Stop Dance. I mean, half of them are like ridiculously, 2-minute just idiot skit that just devolves or just mutates into something else. But there's some surprisingly not that much that would really get him in trouble these days. I mean, horrible, great amount of swearing, but nothing super duper racist. There was one sort of piss take on James Brown that might be a bit questionable these days, but overall, pretty good. So yeah, I bought about 4 of their releases from a shop in Canberra called used to be called CD Revolution, or I can't remember what their final name was, but yeah, I just wandered in there one day at lunch and saw like 4 of them all for like $10 or $15. So I was like, score. Now I can see why they were so cheap, because yeah, this is not the last one of these in this list. So anyway, next up we have Fattura della Morte with their Runophobia. This is an old sludge band from Sydney, actually. Yeah, I saw these guys a couple of times. Very heavy, just sort of, I don't think it was particularly growled vocals, but pretty rough sounding vocals, and just, yeah, sludgy. I think it had like Troy was in Daredevil and Mortal Sin for a while, and maybe Massive Appendix, like old Sydney bands, and also some guys from like Stockholm Syndrome and Dead Stare maybe. So yeah, this is just an EP of theirs. It's like 5 songs or something or other. I have a feeling, I know it's one of their other demos. I've got like 2 versions of on CD for some weird reason. I don't even know where I got one from, let alone 2. So yeah, underrated band. I'd never hear anyone mention these guys anymore. I mean, I think they only did 1 album, which I don't even own. So yeah, a waste. Next up, more Derek and Clive. This is actually the first one. I think this is the live one from, actually it says 1981 on the back, but I know it was done in the 70s. And yeah, this one's got some of the more legendary ones. The Worst Job I Ever Had, which I'll spoil it for you. It's I think Peter Cook rambling on about I think the worst job he ever had was pulling lobsters out of Jane Mansfield's arse. That's about the level of humour and yeah. And I think I can't remember what Dudley's worst job he ever had. Oh no, that's right. It was like cleaning up Winston Churchill's bogey so his snot or something like that. Very childish, but and I'm probably not selling it very well. It's definitely worth having a listen. This bloke came up to me though. I won't spoil that one. There's too much swearing in it, but in the lav and Winky. This one is the one to hear, really. If I can find a link to this specific album, I'll definitely put it up. But yeah, another one worth like $5 for some strange reason. This next one is friggin' irritating. One of these non-sleeve sleeves. This is King Generator. This is a one-sided EP that comes in just bits of cardboard. Oh yeah, etched back of which is that dog's face. It even comes on like CD. You get a CD with it as well for some unknown reason because the whole thing's like about 8 minutes long if you're lucky. Unfortunately for poor Dave Witt, I would again the guy from Municipal Waste and Human Remains. I bought this because he drums on it, and yeah, it ain't worth much. Sorry, Dave, but yeah, this came out on Tank Crimes. I hate these friggin' non-cover covers. But yeah, for some reason, worth very little. So probably because it's like 8 minutes long, but still. Alright, next up. I don't think this is from my youth. I think this is another cheapo op-shop job. This is Remember You're a Womble with nice spiffy sticker of their hit single Banana Rock. So yeah, if you don't know what the hell the Wombles are, if you're not British or Australian, I don't know if they were ever shown in America, I'd be very surprised. It's like a kids show with these, well, I think it was just people dressed up in those. I can't remember if it was actually hand puppets as well when they're, behind stuff. Might have been. Yeah, they're these weird wombles, creatures that live in a tip, like a dump in England somewhere and scavenge stuff. I don't know. I've seen it for like 40-something plus years, so it's a bit hazy, I've got to say. So for some reason I have this, which is worth, like $4 or something or other. It has classy songs like the Wombleboro Boogie, and it says, in which everyone boogies. Has little instructions on it. Wellington Goes to Waterloo, in which Wellington goes train spotting. What is it? Non-stop Wombling Summer Party, which I think is like a Beach Boys piss take. I mean, all these songs are like, kind of kid pop song sort of things, like not quite Wiggles level of quality. Like, there's not too bad. Some of this Banana Rock is like this kind of West Indian sort of style. Bit questionable these days, but yeah. I'm kind of glad to have it in the collection because it was a show I watched in my youth. But that's right, I keep meaning to mention as well. Like, for some reason this is worth nothing, even though it's even got the freaking inner sleeve with, that's Wellington, I think, or maybe that one is, with lyrics. But other than that, it also for some reason has handwritten lyrics of the same songs that are actually on that sheet that I just showed. So some kids written it out in hand lyrics to a couple of the songs that they obviously loved. Maybe it was to hand around to other kids to sing along. And I love these. Usually on these I've got, like noise records, and it's all like Creator and Sodom and, shitty old metal records. But this one's got heaps of stuff. So all the stuff that you find in the cheap knockoff shop is like Hank Williams, Russ Conway, Vera Lynn, Morecambe Wise, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, all the cheap shit. Yeah, Bing and Lewis, okay. Tijuana Sound of Brass. So yeah, some great stuff on the old Wombles. Alright, we're getting down there. Next up, yet more Derek and Clive. This is Ad Nauseum. I think this is the last release they did. There is apparently a video of them recording this stuff. Like it sounds like they're drunk as buggery, but the notes that I was reading for the movie is that, yeah, they were just sitting there having tea, just taking the piss. I think what's this one got? Endangered Species, Celebrity Suicide. Yeah, just it's highly inappropriate stuff. It's so beautiful. It was interesting as well because I think there are moments where you can tell, like, I think Peter Cook was pretty nasty to Dudley Moore, especially when he was really drunk, which is, I think, half their problem. And yeah, you can. There's bits that it's, you think that he's taking the piss, but I think he's actually what he says. Lovely cover art. So yeah, this legendary stuff. I will show this. This wasn't actually in the list. This is just the fourth thing that I got of theirs. This is 5 fabulous filthy favourites. So yeah, this one for some reason is worth more than the other ones, even though it's only got 5 songs on it. It's got like Bo Dudley on it, which is a slightly dodgy one, but yeah. Anyway. Alright, down to number 2. This one, I've no idea where I got this. I don't know. I think someone must have chucked it in on when they sent me something. So thanks, whoever sent me this. I don't think I'd ever listened to it until yesterday. This is Hombrenous Dudes and Merk, a split. These are 2 bands from like Michigan. Oh no, Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota, I think. It's bloody good. Like number 2, worth like $3 or something or other. They're both sort of kind of grindy. I think Merk are a bit more sort of hardcore. They weren't too bad, but the Hombrenous Dudes was bloody excellent. I was like, holy shit, this is great. Why haven't I ever listened to this before? I thought this was down in my shitster pile, but it was actually in all the, mixed in with all my, other stuff. So I will actually be listening to this quite a bit more, I think, because I was very impressed with this. It was great stuff. I know nothing about these bands. I'd never really heard their name. Obviously, I'd heard it when I put it in my Discogs, but I'd never actually listened to this. So, yeah, I'm glad I discovered this. So, thanks again, whoever threw this in for free, because I certainly didn't buy it off my own bat. So, but yes, my number 1 least valuable record from Discogs, and this one is worth $3.53 Australian, according to the thing, and you'll soon see why. This is the wedding recording of King Charles and Princess Diana are getting married back in 1981, whenever it was, yes. So this is, I can't say I've listened to this much. This is the music that goes with it and the service itself. And have a look at these. Lovely pictures on the inside. There's old Chuckles looking pretty young. Sorry, obscuring him. Di looking very alive. And isn't that sweet? So yeah, the reason why I own this, and yeah, I don't think I'll be listening to this too much, is when I got my turntable, I bought it from a place in Canberra called Duratone Hi-Fi that sadly I think just shut down. It's also where I got my recent tape deck from. Thanks, fellas. And yeah, when I bought the record, they threw in a free record out of their rather minimal amount of. I mean, they had a lot of records for sale there, but they're mostly classical or stuff I wasn't particularly interested in. So I grabbed a Keel record, which I should have got out, but old hard rock, glam rock sort of band that was actually surprisingly good. And then as I was finishing up, I noticed this and went, oh damn, I probably should have got that. And I missed it like that because my dear wife likes a bit of royal action. And so they went, yeah, you can have that as well, threw it in. So thanks, fellas, much appreciated. So this is my number 1 least valuable record according to Discogs. Now, I suspect there were some other shitster ones that I haven't put on the list that probably worth even less. So, but oh well, I was happy to do that. So yeah, I just thought, why not? I'll do a fun, stupid little video. So hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.